17-time world champion, and at the time of writing this, current WWE champion. Big Match John is in his last year of in-ring competition, so I thought it's high time for some reflecting on his over 2-decade-long career in WWE. Love him or hate him, there's no denying Cena's legacy in WWE history. Cena's had countless memorable matches, but today we're narrowing it down to his 6 best. From show-stealing classics to emotionally charged wars, these matches defined his career and sometimes defined eras. Let's get into it. Kicking us off at number 6, John Cena vs CM Punk at Money in the Bank 2011. Punk was leaving WWE and was planning on doing it with Cena's belt in his hometown. The Chicago crowd were feral in this one, very much behind their hometown hero and against Cena. It's always a treat to see Cena in hostile territory, and this was no exception. Every second felt like the future of WWE was at stake. The finish is legendary at this point. Punk wins, blows a kiss to Vince, and escapes through the crowd. This match blurred the lines between storyline and reality and became an instant classic. A truly iconic performance for both men involved. Coming in at number 5, John Cena vs Daniel Bryan from SummerSlam 2013. Cena handpicked Bryan as his opponent, and what followed was one of the most emotionally resonant matches of the modern era. We got to see Daniel Bryan topple Big Match John and prove to any doubters that he wasn't just a B+ player. Bryan gave Cena everything he had, and Cena didn't hold back either. Despite dealing with a torn triceps, Bryan took Cena to his absolute limit, and in doing so, cemented himself as a true main event talent in WWE. Cena made Bryan look like $1 million, not that Daniel Bryan needed much help in that department, mind you, but it certainly does help that Cena sold Bryan's offense really well. And Bryan pinned Cena clean, it felt monumental. Sure, Triple H turned heel right after, but in that moment, Bryan was the man. Cena made that possible. At number 4, it's John Cena vs Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 23. This was Cena proving he could hang with the best of in-ring performers, which HBK certainly was. Michaels took Cena to wrestling school, and Cena passed the test. Slugfest is probably an apt term to use to describe this bout. It was brutal, with both men drawing blood. A particular standout in terms of brutality was the vicious piledriver that was delivered onto the steel steps. Cena vs HBK wasn't just two of the all-time greats going at it, it was two faces of the company from different eras fighting for dominance. Both men went into the match as World Tag Team Champions, which added another interesting dynamic to the match. Would these two men be able to look each other in the eye and be a team after the war they would put themselves through on the grand stage of them all? It was brilliant stuff. Even though Cena retained the title, the story was all about respect. This wasn't Cena the superhero, this was Cena the wrestler, and that performance silenced a lot of critics. Coming in at number 3, we've got John Cena vs Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber 2015. NXT's top dog meets WWE's franchise player. Owens didn't just debut, he dominated. This wasn't about passing the torch, it was about earning it. And of course, as to be expected from a talent the calibre of Owens, the in-ring work for this match was excellent. Owens was fierce and aggressive. Cena was taken for a ride in this one, and it was an absolute joy to watch. The crowd couldn't believe it when Owens pinned Cena clean, a truly shocking result. This match made Owens, and Cena played his role to perfection. It was about Owens making a statement that the old guard of WWE should sleep with one eye open because the prize fighter had arrived. As we've seen in the decades since this match, KO is a wrestler worthy of such a fantastic first match on the main roster. The investment in him that WWE made when they had him pin Cena clean in this match definitely paid off. Our runner-up today is John Cena vs AJ Styles from the 2017 Royal Rumble. This was wrestling art. Cena, the WWE icon. Styles, the indie legend. Their chemistry? Off the charts. This was these guys' third one-on-one match on pay-per-view, and like the previous two matches that happened the year earlier, this one also delivered, and not only that, it exceeded their previous work in my opinion. Every move had meaning, every counter was crisp, the crowd hung on every second. AJ Styles is a guy who you could very reasonably argue is the greatest in-ring performer of all time. I personally don't think he is, but you could certainly make a compelling case that he is. And if you were to try and make that argument, I have no doubt that you would be using this match as evidence towards your case. Styles is at his best here, which in turn brings out the best in John Cena, and we as wrestling fans get given a feast. When Cena won and tied Ric Flair's 16 title record, it was the cherry on top of an absolute 5-star classic. This was peak pro wrestling. Before we get to number one, let's talk about a very special match. The Firefly Funhouse match at WrestleMania 36 wasn't a traditional wrestling match, and because of that, I haven't included it in the main list, but I still feel it needs mentioning in the context of Cena's best matches. It was psychological warfare. It deconstructed Cena's entire career, his failures, his choices, his character, and flipped it into a surreal, emotional journey that none of us expected and were blown away by. With the tragic passing of Bray Wyatt back in 2023, this match will forever live on as a testament to his creativity. Love it or hate it, this match was one of the most unique moments of Cena's career, and that's why it earns my honourable mention. Rest easy, Wyndham, you are a legend. And at number one, John Cena vs CM Punk from the 25th of February 2013 episode of Raw. It seems odd that John Cena's best match in his 2-decade-long career wasn't at WrestleMania, wasn't at a SummerSlam, wasn't even on a pay-per-view at all. It was on an episode of Monday Night Raw. But this wasn't just any TV match, this was a main event masterpiece. The winner would face The Rock at WrestleMania 29, and Punk and Cena left everything in the ring. This match is best remembered for Punk hitting a piledriver on Cena, which is not at all something you'd have expected to see in WWE back in 2013. Cena and Punk have always had phenomenal chemistry in ring, so the fact that they had a good match isn't at all shocking. The shocking part is that they went this hard on a random episode of Raw. In the end, Cena hit an incredible Hurricane Rana and then an attitude adjustment for the win, but both men were elevated. It was a match of the year contender on free TV, and in my opinion, it is John Cena's best match ever. Now at the time of writing this, Cena and Punk are about to go head to head once more at Night of Champions. Will this upcoming match live up to the atmospheric heights that their last bout set? We will just have to wait and see. John Cena's career is stacked with classics. Picking this list wasn't easy, and it quite easily could have been different, but these 6 matches truly stand the test of time and are his absolute best in my opinion. Agree with the list? Think I missed a classic? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos from me. Take care.